it's going to come down to one state. OH. That's what it's going to come down to. And we have to do our job. Absentee ballots. If you have a friend who you don't think has got an absentee ballot, tell them how to apply and get it. It's very, very easy. If you've got a parent, make sure that they've got their absentee ballot. If you've got a daughter or a son in college or a grandchild, text them, email them. I did that with my daughter Anna last night, and she came back to me within about 5 minutes. She said, "I'll hear the tone of her voice, Dad. I've already done it. I've already applied." But that's what we need to do. When we think about this election, it really is about our kids and our grandkids. Where do we want to be in the year 2016? Imagine the difference. One person has one vision of the future of this country and what made this country, and the other candidate has another vision. It comes down to this simple question, which has been asked during this campaign. Who do you think built this country? Who built it? Was it the government? Was it the people? Was it you? Was it our fathers and mothers who worked so very, very hard? We built this country, and that's the difference. Difference in vision. Obamacare. We fought this in court. We lost by one vote, but the battle now comes back to you. The people of the state of Ohio last year by a 2-to-1 margin said no to Obamacare. We have to do the same thing this fall. We are not going to repeal Obamacare unless we change the President of the United States. Governor Romney has pledged to do that. Barack Obama will not do that. If we want to look at the deficit, everybody knows the problem with the deficit. Who do we think is more likely to deal with the deficit? Someone who's run up the deficit over $1 trillion every year he has been in office. That who's going to do it? Or do we think Governor Romney, a businessman who's committed to fiscal responsibility, is going to do it? Who's going to do it? And let's look at judges. If Barack Obama is sitting in the White House 4 years from now, he will have appointed by that time 1/2 of all federal judges, and he will have changed the complexion of the United States Supreme Court for decades. Can we stand that in this country? Is that what we want? Is that our vision for this country? No. Foreign Affairs. The President of the United States went to New York yesterday. Other presidents have gone, when the UN met, to meet with world leaders, to sit down with the Israelis, other allies, other people who he needs to understand and needs to know, and they need to know him. Interesting article in the New York Times this morning about this president's failure to do that. He went to New York, and why did he go to New York? Not to meet with world leaders. He's on The View. What a sense of priorities. This is a president who said, after our ambassador was killed, after we look at the situation in Iran, we look at rioting against the United States in the Middle East, that's all just a bump in the road. Ladies and gentlemen, we need someone who's going to have a firm hand in regard to foreign affairs, a man who will exercise his right judgment, a man who will be a leader for the United States. And who is that man? Governor Romney. So there's a lot at stake. We come down to the final push in this campaign, and it will come down to Ohio. It will come down to what you and I do in the next 40-some days. Those absentee ballots. Go out and knock on doors. Talk to your neighbors. Make the phone call. Come to the victory centers. And if we do everything that we need to do, if we do it, then Ohio will be on the right side. We will be on the right side. But more importantly, we will set the stage for a great future for the people of Ohio and our nation, for our children and our grandchildren. Let's give a warm welcome in just a moment to the next President of the United States, Governor Romney. His plane will be here in a moment.